non-binary pals, we got a story for you today. So this has been highly requested from quite a few people. But before we get into the actual topic, I want to make it very clear. This is going to be very triggering to a certain group of people. So if you struggle with any sort of ED, anorexia, bulimia, just huge trigger warning, content warning, like seriously, like I'm not joking. Maybe don't watch this video, okay? So I just really wanted to put that out there. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about I don't even really know how to explain this person, but I guess it's an internet personality who goes by the name of Jen Peach. She is herself a self-proclaimed ED survivor, vegan athlete, and a yogi. And so she talks a lot about kind of, eating healthy and sharing her story from recovering from anorexia, I believe is what she struggled with, was what she struggled with in the past. So again, I want to make it very clear. I am not at all trying to shame anyone for dealing with that. I am not at all trying to anything like that, okay? I want to make that like abundantly clear. That is not the problem I have with this person in any stretch of the imagination, okay? So where the controversy lies with this young lady is that she is on TikTok and on YouTube, which we'll go over, kind of basically proclaiming that she is eating upwards of 4,000 calories a day, and that because the foods that she eats are vegan, she is able to eat that much food and not really gain much weight. And she's able to stay very, very lean. And so, again, I can see some people being like, well, that's not that crazy, right? Like, I mean, I eat like between 3,500 and 4,000 calories, but I weigh 215 pounds, right? So we're going to get into this. So the first thing that we are going to be doing is we are going to be going to her YouTube channel here. And we're going to go to this video right here, which is a full day of eating to gain muscle, okay? And it says right here, vegan athlete, 4,000 calories, okay? 4,000 calories. So we're going to go ahead and watch this and
here is
see what she has to say about what she is eating, all right?
everything I eat in a day to build muscle and reach my 4,000 calorie intake. I had 6 meals, all 500 to 800 calories each, mindfully tracking macros within a range and including meals out and untracked recipes each week to prevent binge eating. In recovery from anorexia to
So again, I want to make it very, like, this is incredible, and I'm very, very happy for her. So I just, like, this is a really hard one for me because I don't want it to seem like I am, like, shaming someone from recovering from something like this. Like, I am very, very happy for this young woman. Like, full stop, completely very happy. Like, this is a great image, and I'm very, very happy that she was able to overcome that, okay? I just want to make that clear.
Restore my weight before my muscle building journey. I had 6 meals, 600 calories for snacks, and above 900 calories for meals.
So also,
Now,
I understand that when we look at her here, I mean, she looks pretty, she looks pretty, like, lean, but nothing crazy. We're going to get into newer TikToks that have come out recently that kind of share a different story. Okay. So I just want to make that, that clear. Someone said it's a little bit loud. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Okay.
I'm focused on stabilizing my metabolism and maintaining muscle mass after the increased journey from a 2,500 calorie maintenance to a 4,000 calorie maintenance. I no longer track macros after the year of tracking that allowed me to understand nutrition, to heal my relationship with food, enjoy new recipes and more food without fear, and to reach my fitness goals. Today, I no longer need to increase my food every week as I maintain a toned, healthy body that I love.
So this is where it gets a little muddy, right? Because it goes from, hey, I'm just sharing my journey, and, like, this is what I looked like before, and this is what I look like now. Now it's more, hey, let me help you do the same thing, okay? That's where it gets a little kind of messy, right? And so this is what it reminds me of. The first thing that pops to my mind is the whole, if you guys remember the Stephanie Buttermore thing, she did the whole all-in type thing where she was just kind of eating what she wanted. And this is not throwing shade at Stephanie Buttermore or anything like that, okay? I want to make it very clear. I thought that her videos were great, and I'm very happy for her. But when she did that, she gained a lot of weight and she gained a lot of fat, right? Which makes sense because she was eating so much, okay? So that's what happens to your body when you do that, right? Which, again, there's no shade. I'm just stating the facts, right? That's what happens if you go from eating a very small amount to just eating 4,000 calories a day. You're not just going to gain muscle. That's just not how it works. You are going to gain fat, which isn't a bad thing. Please, it's not a bad thing, but that's what happens. And then so the reason that so many people have a problem with this young lady is that she is basically saying, this is what I do, and also I can help you do the same thing, okay? And so she is now trying to help other people do it, other young women. That's the issue that I have. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry.
I am no longer building a lot of muscle mass. I have now fully healed IBS, which was not just a secondary symptom of disordered eating. I had it before my disordered eating, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't from just the disordered eating. So I healed my relationship with food first. Then I focused on healing my gut, and I am now fully free from all IBS symptoms. At a lower body fat, gaining muscle would cause you to lose muscle if you do not increase your intake. I now eat the same amount, but in 3 large, abundant meals, and with a lot more carbs and no protein powder. And I do less intense training to prevent losing or gaining any muscle. I'll be doing an update soon on my bodybuilding goals changing. Each week, I will continue to share what I ate on my muscle building journey, as I did film this entire year of growth. I really hope that all can give you meal ideas and allow you to have the forever food freedom that I have achieved after disordered eating. For my entire journey and exactly how I eat and train now, link in bio for...
Okay, so this is where... Dude, it's just weird. I hate being in this position, man. I really, because I always end up looking like the bad guy, and that's not what I'm trying to do. But it's very strange to me for her to be she recovered from this, which again is awesome. But then now she's saying, I can help you recover from this terrible thing that she went through. And it seems predatory to me. It seems predatory to me. Ugh, dude, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know how to explain it. For free class on how to get toned and eat above 2,500 calories consistently without fear and heal your relationship with food for good. Yeah, so this is what Emily just said in the chat. It says, as someone who recovered from an ED, just because you recover from one doesn't mean that you're qualified to help people. Yeah, you've said what I was trying to say, and it took me 3 minutes. My bad. We're going to add peanut butter to this. Breakfast is overnight oats. This is 2 cups of raw oats with 2 tablespoons of flax, 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, and a whole chopped up apple. And then I added lots and lots of peanut butter. I did not measure it. I just threw on a ton of peanut butter. Based on measuring in the past, it doesn't matter. We want to get more fats in, more calories in, and then another apple on the side. So I mean, that looks good. I would eat that. I threw the oats in the fridge overnight, soaked in coconut milk, and now we have topped it with delicious dark chocolate and more cinnamon. I did add cinnamon the night before in the mixture as well. Apple cinnamon oats with dark chocolate and peanut butter. Who does not want that? I used to only like cooked oats, and when I had the raw oats at first, I didn't really like them, but then I got used to them, and now it's a texture that I love. To adjust, you can always throw this in the microwave the day after, and it will make a baked oatmeal, and you still get to eat a lot more oats with less volume, which is why I love overnight oats. I always get a little... I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so I might not do the best job here, but there's this way that people make full day of eating videos that it almost, it's like a certain way someone makes it to where it's like, hey, look, it's instead of sharing, hey, this is what I eat, it's like, hey, look at all of the food I'm able to eat. Don't you want to do this too? Don't you want to have my secrets? And like, I don't know how to explain it other than there's like a certain type of full day of eating where it's like genuinely the person is just trying to share, their like, this is what I'm eating. And then there's like a full day of eating with like the Freelies or this young lady where it's like, there's this weird, the way that they explain the food that they're eating is just different, right? Like, I don't know if anyone else gets that vibe, but like that's the vibe that I'm feeling from this.
About an hour later, I went for a walk and did client calls. I do not go for walks right away after meals because in the past, like when you are recovering from disordered eating, it will cause you to feel stressed about like needing to move after, and I didn't want to have that. So I always rest at least an hour after meals. Before doing any sort of movement, it allows me to digest, and then I'm not getting stressed when I eat, which would cause the bloating. So if you're going...
So I see a lot of people in the comments kind of saying like, I don't think she ate that, blah, blah. I don't want to sit here and make assumptions there. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm not going to be like, you didn't eat that exact meal. I'm just trying to go over the overarching thing. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, this is what you're doing actually. No, you're not doing... That's just, for me, I don't want to touch that area.
Going for a walk to stop the bloating, like maybe the walk is the reason you feel that, and if you are to just sit for an hour, like the fullness will pass, you won't have that guilt. So I like to just sit after a meal, let the fullness pass, then I just go for walks for a gentle movement on client calls. Right after movement, we fueled up with this morning snack of a delicious smoothie bowl. The smoothie base for the best consistency is 1 cup of frozen pineapple, 2 fresh banana, and then you blend it with the 5 dates, 2 cups of spinach, and 1 can of coconut milk.
I mean, that looks good, but I'm just imagining like myself, because I've made full day of eatings too, just being like, dude, freaking look at this. I am so good at making food. Heck yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Look at those angles. I'm just like... That's all I think about. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going.
Super simple and so sweet and so delicious. Does not get better than this. All the frozen berries on top, pineapple, peaches, mangoes, and fresh banana. For lunch, I had a kale salad base mix with 2 cups of cooked quinoa, 1 cup of sweet potato, 200 grams of tofu, and lots more peanut butter that's mixed together with maple syrup, and then the cooked beets, and then a little bit of lime.
Okay, I just, like, this is a lot of food, okay? And, like, there's nothing wrong with eating a lot of food, but understand, if you are eating in a surplus like that, you are not just going to be gaining muscle. Like, the body just doesn't work like that, right? Unless you're on some helpful things, right? Like, unless you got a little bit of help in that department, like, you're not just going to be gaining muscle. Like, bodies don't work like it. You are going to gain fat, which again isn't the worst thing in the world, but that's the truth. That's what happens, right?
I'm on the side. The tofu is cooked in tamari and soy sauce, and the dressing is super simple. 2 tablespoons of any nut butter and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Thin it with water and add it to any salad, any meal you enjoy.
I don't know why, I'm just a little triggered that she's just using Instagram clips for this video, but you know, whatever, that's me.
I then did a 30-minute back and biceps home workout that I filmed to share with you guys super soon. I either do an hour in the gym or a 30-minute...
That's not my quality, okay? That is not my quality.
Circuit style training, because you don't have to rest in between sets, so you can get an amazing burn in as little as 30 minutes versus an hour in the gym when you're having those rest periods and training like a lot heavier.
So again, this is what is very weird to me, because it's the same kind of thing, like the whole Freely thing, where it's like, I eat all this food and also I barely even work out. And it's just like, what? Just doesn't work like that, right? Like, if you eat a lot of food, normally people that eat a lot of food are being very, very active, which again, I'm not saying is inherently good or bad, but that's how the body works, right? Like I eat a lot of food, but I work out a lot. And like I make that very clear when I make videos. So it's very frustrating when people make these videos saying, I eat this many calories, whatever you want to make it. And I barely even work out. I do a 20-minute workout. It's just like, dude, no, you don't. Like, it's just, that's not how the body works.
Post-workout nice cream bowl, we've got 4 frozen bananas blended with vanilla protein, and then I added more vanilla protein on top, and then half of the nice cream blend was blended with blueberry. Dinner is this amazing, simple pasta that I make all the time during my muscle building journey, like absolute staple. There's gonna be the recipe coming super soon on this channel of exactly how I make it so that I can share my secret sauce recipe. I love the texture of lentil pasta, and it has lots of carbs and lots of protein. And then I added the edamame, and then I added corn for some more carbs, and then tomatoes and peppers and everything mixed up in the sauce with some soy sauce or tamari, which is gluten-free, topped with lots of hummus, which I dipped every single bite of this delicious pasta into the hummus jar as I was eating this dinner. This is super tasty with any whole grain pasta you have as well. This is also super delicious on sweet potatoes with like avocado or on toast. Then in the evening before bed, I had 2 pieces of toast, and this is a mixture of tahini and chocolate protein, which you can find in the link below. And in the Peachy family, you can get all discounts on my proteins.
Didn't you just say that she doesn't eat protein powder? What am I missing here?
And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and can enjoy some chocolate toast today. Nourish yourself abundantly, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Okay, so again, so in that video, she is claiming that she ate that all in one day. And again, she is basically coaching other people to be able to eat that way coming from an ED, right? Okay, so like that's what I want to make clear here. Now, again, I can hear you saying like, well, it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Like she looks pretty shredded. When we look at what is going on in her newest TikToks, dude, it's genuinely like, all right, well, let's just look at this one.
On another 10 cups.
Okay. So if we just like watch this, a lot of them we can't watch because of the songs, but this one doesn't have any music.
The food. Oh, you gotta get lots of carbs. And we eat it all with my mom. Look at that. It might not look good, but I love carbs, okay? Eat your pasta and your rice. Mmm.
It's hot.
Hot.
Yeah, silly girl.
This is like 10 cups of food.
Something just, I don't know how to explain it, but it just seems off. Sorry, we can't watch any of these because they all have, so these all have music that we can't listen to. It's just frustrating when it's like people are making these videos and they're making these claims that are genuinely, I don't want to say like they're dangerous. It's not like dangerous to eat a lot of food, right? Like, I mean, eventually it is, but it's just frustrating because the reason the problem that I have with it is it sets false expectations for other people, right? And so then young women that are following her are going to try the same thing, and then they are going to get very, very, like, they're going to feel like they're doing something wrong, and then they're going to feel like something's wrong with them, and then they're going to be like, I can't lose weight, or I can't do anything right because this worked for this person, and now it doesn't work for me. And so it's just really frustrating. Here, this is something that was sent. Oh, okay, here we go. This is a good one. So again, we can't listen to this one, but so this was posted on Christmas. So, okay. Again, I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. Like, that's not the reason of this video, but it's just frustrating that this person is obviously struggling, and then it's just dangerous, man. It's just dangerous. Okay, I don't know what else to say.